Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, good evening there, race fans. We're here tonight, the last great Coliseum for the Five Kings Motorsports Crooked Line Racing Tour Modifieds here tonight. These guys are about to cook this thing up in an exciting way. And Corey, Tour Mods, I learned a lot last season with Tanner up here in the booth with me because I wasn't 100% familiar about these cars or what they were like or what they're capable of. Obviously, they're open wheel machines, and this is a fixed setup that they have, but it's like a custom fixed setup. It's one of those that the guys actually make and the league tested out and whatnot. So, it's going to be interesting here at old Bristol.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I like the last great Coliseum. I'm glad to be here as my first day on for Tour Mods with you.
Yeah, Tour Mods, like you said here, it's you know, they're a sponsor here. Five Kings Motorsports, which is one of the race teams here, one of the main race teams there is here tonight. And it's Crooked Line Racing. Now, one of the things, I don't know, you know, Thomas Axiom. He is a very, very fast character. So is Chris Carroll. But in this league, if you win, you actually have to start in the back the next week. So obviously Thomas Axiom starting in the rear of the field tonight. One thing about these cars I learned, tires. It makes no sense because tires, you would think, benefit a lot. But that's why I asked earlier about pit stops. Yeah, they get one set, but a lot of these guys don't. If you're up front, you'll see these guys go the whole entire race. They don't want to give up that track position. Tires just fall off so bad in these cars for some reason.
Yeah, I've never really driven one of these things, but I've seen these cars go hundreds of laps without changing a tire, and really, the speed never really changes that much.
No, and you're right. It's just like it just doesn't benefit. There's a lot of guys. We're getting set to go green flag here. We'll talk more about it. But out front, you got Alex Coffey, Jason Stewart right along with him. John Curtis, green flag. We're racing here at the old Coliseum, Bristol style.
Yeah, that was a big checkup for your high side there. Really stacked them up, blocked the first 4 on the inside to get a good start, or at least first 3. See Jason up top trying to run the high side. I'm not quite sure the high side will work like it would in a cup car or any other kind of car around Bristol.
Yeah, not sure about these machines. You're right on about what kind of line they're going to take right now. Looking a little kind of middle low. Got to go back here around 7th place spot to see Christian Pittman and Barrett there along with it. Coffee out front. The one thing we do know about Bristol is you get on that inside after a while, you can get a little loose. These cars tend to be a little bit, they're not tail happy, but they're planet style cars. And one thing I learned about them last season was they have what they call the 4-tire, 4-wheel drift, so to speak. The whole entire car kind of drifts up the track.
Yeah, especially early on when they got cold tires, once you see them heat up those 4 tires, they'll kind of stable out a little bit.
Good battle going on around here, about 5th, 6th, 7th place spot. They're 2x2 already.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's a good looking battle right there for your top 5 spot.
Oh, Christian Pittman, he's in the mix. We'll see, that's Kramer.
I'd say Kramer.
Oh, don't cram at the wall, so we'll be all right then. Kilroy, he's back there too. That's Dalton. He's another good one here. Let's check on where Thomas Axum is. Remember, he started in the back. He loves me. Oh, we just went on him, and he went in the wall. That's not what he wants to do.
No, you do not want to hit the wall because those tires are exposed, and it will grab one of them tires and just suck you right in.
Yeah, and the bad thing about these cars here, especially on iRacing, in real life, because I reference these cars a lot to Bowman Gray, because they race them at Bowman Gray a lot. I mean, it's kind of like the main attraction there, Tour Mods. Yeah, and we seen time and time again last season that guys get to the wall, and these things are just like they climb the wall real easy. I think that's an iRacing thing, because in real life, I've never really seen them climb the wall that easy.
Yeah, I'd say that's an iRacing thing. I mean, I've seen him climb the wall in real life. You see Axum, he's fighting that car.
Yeah, it is. You got Axum, and then O'Carroll's right behind him there trying to battle with Carpenter. Trying to look on his inside. He's been there battling for a while. He finally is going to scoop down in the bottom lane. I tell you, if Chris Carroll's one of those guys in the late models, I don't know if it's just something he likes doing, but he'll start in the back of the pack and just come flying through the front as we got, looks like a car around.
Ooh. Yeah, we've seen that live in a couple
he got
upside
Carroll.
down. Got Carroll, and I do believe that's...
It started with Ray
Carpenter.
Bat is his name, I guess. Yeah, Ray went around, and then right behind him, that was kind of weird, because Matt Yoakum.
Yatson.
Yeah. Oh, he got into Carroll, and then Carroll went around, and then they just went to flipping, and took Carpenter out.
Those 2 separate wrecks, actually.
Yeah, it was.
Between Ray just spinning by himself, and then out of turn 2, Matt got loose, came down into Carroll there.
And the caution first time tonight here, so that's typical Bristol for you. Well, I know Alex Coffey out front. He usually drives a Lexus style late model in the Monday night series here, and his mom usually is out there, Kelly. I don't see her yet, but she's usually out there. We usually say, "Hey, Mom."
Yeah, looks like you got a couple of people coming down for probably some repairs, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I mean, if you're out front, like Alex, or maybe the top 4 or 5, you're gonna be hard pressed to come down on pit road. I don't see, unless these guys drastically drop off throughout the race, that you're gonna see them come on pit road. They're just not going to take the chance to lose that track position.
Yeah, well, first caution of the night.
Yeah, and you know the old saying, cautions breed cautions a lot of times.
Yeah, just a little bit. Could make an interesting restart. Alex still out front. John Curtis, I mean, he moved up a spot on that initial green flag. See if he can't do anything on the high side.
Absolutely. What has been a good race here so far. I showed off a lot of great stuff there at the beginning. Have you run the Tour Modifieds any?
I ran the little brother of the SK Modified, which is the same style car, just a little bit less horsepower under the hood.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that there was 2 separate ones. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's the same build of car, just horsepower differences. And maybe a couple other, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Oh. I learn something new every day.
Yeah, pace car lights are off. They're getting set to go back green.
Absolutely. Here tonight, 5 Kings Motorsports here for the Crooked Line Racing, folks. Green flag, back at it again here at Bristol. Now, Bristol here for these cars, I mean, looks like right now there's kind of a multi-groove. I mean, so they got a little bit of space that they can use.
Yeah, and drivers say in real life that Bristol in a modified and a Tour modified is kind of like a super speedway with all the big banking that they have around here. They can really benefit from using the draft.
Well, there's Tanner Marr. We were talking to him before the race. He's up to 7th right now, trying to look on the inside there of Bowen. We'll say Bowen, I'll get confirmation of something different, but got Jason Stewart there on the high side. Kind of cool little shot here riding on board with him, because you can see the sparks flying off the back of the car.
Yeah, that's from where these cars sit so low to the ground.
Does that upset the car a lot too? I mean, do you feel that in the cockpit?
Not too bad. It's really just the bars scraping on the ground, or at least the body on the front scraping.
Right. I know, like in NASCAR, I mean, obviously with the tires, pressure's low and stuff, you will, but after a while, kind of, they get up the pressure and so. But like you said, with these cars being so low like they are, I mean, these basically are big go-karts, big Indy-style cars, is what I'm saying. And they kind of stay a lot lower to the ground than a lot of other cars.
Yeah, they kind of feel like the little big old go-karts, if you wanted to look at it that way. So you see Tom Saxon right there behind Tanner Marr. He started back in 23rd. He's up to 8th right now, looking pretty strong.
Yeah, he's one of the strongest here in these Tour Modifieds. This guy, man, really knows how to get it done. Pacing himself, getting up to 8th spot right now, so coming through the field. Unfortunately, Chris Carroll getting involved in the wreck early on. Out front, Coffey got a good lead right now.
Yeah, he's got a pretty solid, almost to a second lead over your second place driver, John Curtis, who's trying to hold off the field behind him.
Absolutely. There's the mom out there, man. Old Alex. Oh, it should pop in eventually. Let's go 7. Let's hope we don't hit the wall tonight. He gets kind of excited towards the end of the races, our Corey.
Well, I get excited too, so I don't blame him. Was that a car on the inside wall there?
Yeah, Scotty Stevens. Actually, it was on pit. Let's go back and no caution, but let's go back on the replay. See maybe if we can see what happened to him. See it right here. On the inside of Carpenter. Oh, Carpenter bounced off the wall. The next thing you know, he's... And then, oh.
Huh. A little bit of bounce action on
Yeah.
Oh, Scotty Stevens. Good call on him not to bring out the yellow, though, so...
Yeah, no doubt. Good race here, man, for a 3rd and 4th. You got Pittman and Barrett side by side.
Yeah, a couple of P wide action. You're going to start seeing that as the track gets more rubbered in. Drivers are going to look for a clean bits of the track. Look for some cooler bits. Try to cool those tires down.
I always like referencing the bump and run with the short tracks that they do here in the series. The problem is with these cars, it's hard to bump and run with them. See right there, man. I was on board with Donnie. Barrett in front of him, he got a piece of the wall. Got really wiggly.
Yeah, and when you get underneath of a car in one of these, seems to want to push, kind of like side drafting you'd see in the bigger cars, like the NASCAR style of cars. You get on the inside of somebody, it don't like it.
Now, got Tanner right there going to work over Bowen. And right behind them, Zeems and the Axiom there too. So that's about, what, 6 machines right there, all bunched up.
Oh, we got Jason Raymond around on the back stretch as well.
Oh, Jason.
The yellow flag is out.
We'll bring out second caution.
Let's see if it actually, because there's a... Let's go back and see what happened to Jason first. I think he had a little help. Yep, I was talking about like how much these things bump, and then next thing you know, boom, he's into the wall.
Yeah, and
Then there was
wasn't our
Jason
yellow.
Stewart. Was who spun.
Yeah, a little bit more than a spin.
Gonna watch him here in a second. All right, let's go out and replay and see what happened to Jason Stewart. Back there, beating and banging. Little boom right in the wall. All right, clip. Next thing you know, pile up. Wow. So the leader did come in pit road. Wow. Okay. Coffee. All right.
Yeah.
Unexpected on that one. See that one coming.
Yeah, it looks like he's about the only front runner too. He'll have to come down.
Axiom
maybe.
came down also, man. He was coming through the field. Which here's the thing too. We're right here on the 44 mark. I don't know if they're going to. Yeah, they should go. I don't know if they're going to allow this as the halfway point or not. I know he said 3 cautions. I think this is only caution 2 though.
Yeah, this is like yellow number 2.
Don't jinx him. Don't. Yeah, but we'll just have to. Maybe if someone's out there listening, let me know. Shoot a message and say, is this the competition? You're gonna do this as a competition caution? Or you're gonna throw another one here? And actually, it would be about 4 laps or so by the time we go back green. And you talk about out there, don't jinx him, Kelly. Here's the bad thing. He was safe out front. Now he's back there in the middle of the pack. I think he might have jinxed himself by pitting. He needs to be careful now coming through the field.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can agree on that call to bring the car for tires.
I'm curious to see if it's going to help him. I mean, he did a 4-tire stop, 27 seconds, yeah, but I want to know if it's going to help him or not. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it hasn't all last season. The number one thing we saw was tires did not help. It was all track position. And the only time these guys would come in for tires, or a front runner would come in for tires, is it maybe it was late, and a late caution flew, or it actually was an early caution and they came all in early. So most of them stayed out. So we go back green.
Yeah, just gonna have to keep an eye on Alex Coffey, relegated back to the 14th spot. He's got a lot of work to get back up front.
Oh, car to wall.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, and we got a pile up. Oh boy.
Yeah, we do.
And Coffey's involved.
Oh, see, I told you. Get back there in
I
traffic.
do believe we had a flip within that.
Yeah, right there you saw it. Oh, and there was just nothing you could do. Cars everywhere. Pile up.
I think Tyler got a Lano, made half of a lap on his roof, Jeff.
Got a Lano. Where's he at? Half a lap on his roof. He was trying a new way around the track. That's what it was.
Yeah, can we get a judge's score on that one?
We'll see what it looks like here on the replay. Saw the car back there bounced off the wall. And right there, it took the wall. And oh, yeah, Catalano just nowhere to go. Next thing you know, he's a dead turtle getting knocked all over the track. Hope he's not in VR. I give him a 8.5 on that one.
I'll give him a 7.
All right. What we know now is going to be the competition caution. And it seems like it's back to the issue again. It's just one of those, the way these cars climb the walls here. It's just so, in any track, it's not just here, but in any track, for some reason, these tour mods, it just like it's, I don't know, it's weird. I want to like walk up the wall. I think Coffey made it through that also.
He got a little bit of contact to the front end, not as bad as you'd think, though.
Look and see. It looks pretty straight.
It looks straight.
Hopefully it didn't hurt him too bad, so.
Maybe a little scuff
don't worry.
on the bars.
Don't worry, Kelly. He might be okay. It's up to 7. I know you out there face palming, you know, like. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, he only hit with the front bars. It should be all right.
They do have a fast fix here. One. Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
And they also, I like this, they lowered the incident limit, so maybe to calm some of these guys down a little bit. I don't know what they lowered it to, but they did lower it.
Well, I got confirmation they lowered it down to 25.
Okay. I need to lower it a little more. But hey, like I always say, it's race control. We say up in the booth, ain't the final word, folks. I can say Corey, man, ran over everybody on the track. I don't mean he ran over everybody on the track. But then again, if it was Corey, he probably would run over everybody on the track.
Nah, come on, Joe. And hey, look at this. We're going single file Racing
Yeah,
your
there we
green
go,
flag back
yeah.
in the air.
See that? So, oh man, I tell you, back there too, Brandon Mettler got a little sideways, and Kramer right there behind him almost took the back end off of him. Coffee gonna try to use those new tires, see if he can't get some headway back to the front.
Yeah, he's up to 6 now. But
No,
don't look
Axiom.
too far behind him. Yeah, Thomas Axum. He's following suit with Coffee.
Looking strong right there with Barrett, Curtis. Guys are looking really, really good right now. Good racing so far.
Yeah, gonna get clear back. About 2 seconds back to your 10th placer under Dalton Kilrow.
Yeah, you got a huge gap in between there. Then you got Joshua Sexton, Catalano, who, like you said, was on top of his rules for a minute ago. He's back out there trucking though. And unfortunately, Tanner, who was having a pretty good run, he's first car lap down.
Yeah, Tanner just unfortunate break so far.
Raymond back here in the 15th place, Falk down 14th. So everybody kind of running single file. Biggest battle, or closest battles here up front for 3rd and 4th place spot.
Yeah, for your top 2 as well.
Woo.
Door-to-door action between.
Got
Kansas
sideways,
and
man. He
Danny
hit that. I don't know if you know, but these cars must be really sensitive if you hit that apron.
Yeah, I mean, really any car around Bristol is sensitive if you hit the apron.
This is a crazy track. I mean, a lot of people like this track. I mean, some don't, but it is. And I've raced it here on iRacing. I don't know. I could never get the groove here. Not Martinsville, I was fine at. But this place, for some reason, I don't know. It's just the way you come in and out of the turns here. It just feels weird.
Yeah, this is probably one of the tracks I have the most laps on the asphalt and the dirt. And I mean, I'm still learning how to drive around here.
Yeah, it's just a crazy way because of how the track is. It's almost like it's not as crazy as like the Dover is, because you know when you come out of that turn's got that hump there, but here's kind of like it throws you up to the wall coming out of the turn, and you almost have to kind of, I don't know, be really careful. If not, you're gonna bump that thing. I think it comes up on you very fast.
That's what they say. I mean, you can't really, you have like a millisecond of thinking to yourself what you're going to do for the next corner, and by the time you're done thinking about it, you're already through that corner and you're thinking about the next corner.
Absolutely. Coffee blinking. Uh-oh. Kelly, call him up and say, look, internet connection's going bad. The Kilroy closing in. Now he's kind of maintaining their 9th place spot. But just to give you an idea of old tires versus new, Coffee is on those newer tires, and you can see just how much different. I mean, you see Pittman leading. He hasn't pitted his whole entire. Actually, the top 4 have not pitted, and it's just that track position. And for some reason, the tire fall off on these cars here at iRacing. They neutralize so quickly. So the benefit of new tires, really, there isn't that huge of a benefit.
No, one little benefit could maybe if your car was a little loose, you could stable the car out some, but not very much.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Good battle for the lead up here. I mean, let's throw 4 cars under a blanket, and Coffee just got around for a top 5, and here comes Axum chase down Coffee. We're fixing to have maybe a 6-car battle for the lead within laps, Joe.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, this is what Coffee wants to see. We'll see him guys up there battling some because he definitely can get up here. And this is probably the only time I would say that those newer tires are really going to be beneficial is if he can catch these guys fast enough and get up here and then get around them really quickly. If they don't hold him up too much.
Yeah, that's going to be one thing. He can catch them all he wants. It's just going to matter of how do you get by 4 different cars and with a Thomas Axum who's always strong and modified.
Yeah.
Breathing down your neck, it's just going to make the job even harder.
That's what I was about to say too, man. You're right. I mean, then you got to worry about Thomas back there in your rearview mirror. So it's like, all right, what do I do? Do I press the issue to get around these guys because they're battling for positions? Or do I sit back here and be patient and let them, pick them off one by one? Looks like he's going to at least pick off one of them right here. Try to, anyways.
You're going to try to use the lap car as a pick.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, lap car, man, that was close.
Yeah, that was, I told you, use the lap car as a pick, and that almost turned disastrous for 3 of them there. Scotty's up in the wall still, not good.
That right there is about as close as you want to come. I mean, I guarantee you Coffee and Thomas and them's blood pressure went up a little bit. Heart rate, at least.
Yeah, I bet. We need one of those heart rate monitors they use in NASCAR for a couple of these drivers.
Kelly said last time Pittman won, Coffee finished second on the track. Well, Pittman has not pitted. Coffee has. So, and right now he's breathing down the back end of Danny for that 3rd place spot. If he can get around these other 2 cars, he might be able to smoke right on by Pittman.
Yeah, he's just got to worry about Thomas Axum right behind him. It's just a matter of getting around one by one. You don't want to put yourself in a position where you're going to be forced to go up high on a car.
Yeah. I think Axiom right now is probably just following Coffee and just waiting to get around these other 2 or 3 machines. And then he's going to try to make his move on him. Not use up his tires that much. Let Coffee use up all his tires.
Yeah, I do believe that's what Axum's plan is to let Coffee get underneath of a car and then follow right in behind. Oh, you see Coffee had to get off the gas a little bit for Danny. That's going to allow Axum to get on the high side of them. They're going to be door to door.
Yeah. And here's the thing. It's not those guys, place to move out of the way of Axiom and them. I mean, they can sit there and race because they're running for position. So you've got to find a way around them. Yeah, they're taking up the line you want, but hey, that's just kind of the way it goes. And the 3rd place in the wall.
Oh, Coffee!
Ooh. Got Metler, though. Got Metler. Go back and watch it one more time on the replay. Got the wall. Coffee, I think, barely skinning through that on that one. That was close.
Well, it all started turn 1. Axum got in the wall, upset his car, and then they door banged. Axum and Coffee door banged on the back.
Yeah, Bowen right here. Watch this replay. He got off the wall and then.
Yeah.
Oh, Coffee barely, but then Metler didn't get through.
Metler involved. Curtis
involved. Kilroy went around. Wow. Crazy.
What a turn of events there.
Now you see Pittman going in the pits.
See, Axum. I'd say Axum has some damage on that car from where he got in the wall down the front stretch. It was pretty hard to lick to the right front of his tire. Maybe
looks
some
like it's
handling
been a
problem.
little bit, so.
And obviously he has, I don't believe he has any tires. and killed the car off sitting on pit
You only
road.
get one set of tires.
You get one set of tires and get one quick fix. See if he can't. See if he didn't save that quick fix. And may have. He pulls off pit road.
Yeah. He took 4 tires there, so now I'm gonna tell you the guy that might have came out of this caution really well, Christian Pittman. Remember, he was leading and he didn't pit. He pitted right there. Now he's coming out here with 4 fresh tires in 3rd spot. Now I'm gonna say that this might be really what you want to see as far as late in the race, right here in 3rd. Got new tires. Yeah, it's go time.
Yeah, definitely. That's the ideal spot for Pittman to be in. I mean, we're closing into almost 30 to go.
Oh, Catalino. Remember earlier in the race he got spun? Caught up in a wreck?
Oh, yeah. Hey, look at him. Ah, Mr. Turtle.
Ah, bad.
I mean, he did flip back on his wheels.
Yeah, he bounced back on them things. He's a jumping turtle. That's what he is. Hey, got Coffee leading and he's back out front. You know he's going to have to give everything he's got, though. He's going to have a hard charge in Pittman. You've got Zeems, Kilroy, Axiom sitting right there in 6th. All those guys. You got Sexton, Barrett. All those guys pitted and took 4 tires. Wow. This is gonna be it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, just a little over 30 to go when we go green here.
Yeah, I love these little short tracks here tonight. We're racing at Bristol under the lights tonight for the 5 Kings Motorsports Crooked Line Racing. Pace cars in. Tour of Mods, you see Coffee. He's trying to get out of Dodge, and already they're beating and banging in the back there. And I think that Pittman got was what Coffee don't want to see right here.
No,
Car
there's a
around.
car around. Oh, this might be problems.
Did Pittman have? No, he didn't. Wow, that's Joshua Sexton. Let's go back on the replay and see what happened to him. But I don't think Pittman got around Coffee. Well, they were 3 wide, and Pittman just got the blunt end of that one.
Yeah,
Boom! He got
Catalino.
destroyed.
Yeah, Catalino didn't get the good start and really bunched everybody behind him up. And old Joshua Sexton, he
Woo.
had nowhere to go to check up, and around he goes, and that thing exploded.
Coffee's
Coming
going to
in.
have to run for his life here.
Wow, looking at that, coming in late there to the wreck was Jason Raymond and Brad Carpenter.
Yeah. Destroyed their cars. The biggest thing here, Coffee's going to have to run for his life because I think it's going to be basically, it's only going to take Pittman about a lap, and he's going to, take it over.
Yeah, I mean, Coffee, he just cannot give the bottom up. That was the problem there on the restart. He gave the bottom up and allowed Pittman to get underneath of him.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, Dalton up there in 4th, and Thomas Axum still top 5. Had to go from the back. And even Ken Zeems, he started this race in 15th. He's up to 3rd.
Been a good one so far.
Yes, it has, as we're under 30 to go.
Curious, can Coffee hold him off?
The only way I could see him holding him off is if he's got to really hug that bottom groove. That's the preferred groove. That's the quickest way around. Seems to be the groove these cars like to be in. up the bottom at any moment, Pittman's going to be right there to pounce.
Yeah. Yep. All right, here goes. Line them up. Side by side. They might go single file. We don't know.
I don't think they've gotten the 1 to green yet. Pace car lights are still on.
What you think out there, Kelly? You think Coffee's got enough to hold them off? They got Zeems and Kilroy too. Back there, and Thomas.
Looks like we are gonna go single file for this restart.
Oh man.
Which makes sense because I do believe one of the iRacing rules is a back-to-back yellow like that, and you'll go single file.
And normally I say it still does benefit the leader, but in this situation, I think Coffee would have rather seen Pittman on the outside, because maybe that would put Zeems battling with him and whatnot, and might have helped him out to get away. Now Pittman, well, going to be able to go and don't have to worry about anybody.
Green flag, green flag.
Yeah, well, this could benefit Coffee as he's able to control, and he did. He got a good launch off the green flag, but Pittman right
look at
there
those
strong.
tires, man.
Yeah,
Wow.
those new tires. And Pittman takes there the lead.
Oh, yeah, it was just, that was all tires right there. He just went in that turn, went a little bit, angled it, was able to make it under. And here comes Axiom, too, back here in the 4th place spot.
Yeah, Axum trying to make it back-to-back weeks.
Yeah, one last week. Oh, little bump there. Coffee's just dropping like a rock in water.
Yeah, those older tires just ain't helping.
Now he's trying to climb the wall and see if he can get up into the 5th row. Well, it was a good thing with the tires if a lot of those guys in the front would have stayed like they were, but when they made their pit stops like they did, it was all she wrote. And right now, it's all Pittman out front. Don't count Zeems and Axum out. Those guys are there.
Yeah, here comes Axum. He's going to dive underneath of Zeems.
Yeah, he's got to get around him
4.
quick, or
Yeah.
Pittman's gone. Time's running out.
Yeah, we got 20 to go. 20 more circuits and 20 circuits around Bristol. Seems like it goes by in a flash.
It will. That's why he's got to either get Zeems up there to battle with Pittman, or he's got to get around Zeems here, because the longer he stays here, the more time is wasted, and just that much less for him to get up there to get around Pittman.
Well, what I'm saying out of Axum right now, he's kind of entering the corners a little higher and getting a run on exit with all the momentum build up, maybe trying to push Zeems up there. Eyeball check does confirm that Zeems is catching Pittman. We could have a 3-car battle on our hands here.
That's what I'm saying. If he can get Zeems up there, it'll be all dependent on if Zeems is comfortable enough. Here comes Axiom. Look on the inside. If he can get that inside going, he might be able to make that pass.
Oh, contact!
He caught the apron, and that car shot straight up the track. It's a big one. There's a parking lot back here. Wow. Axiom, the car just actually, it looked like it hit the apron and then just jumped right back.
The left front just barely caught that apron, and it really upset that car.
Wow.
And just a parking lot. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I do believe Alex Coffey went upside down.
Oh, man. What was being a good night for him turned into a bad one here, so. But yeah, that one right there was kind of a strange one. I mean, and here's the bad thing is on Axel's part, if they deem that's his fault, which he's coming in pit road now, Could have got damage out of that too because he got a hit. But could end up getting the EOL on it. Don't know 100%, but that puts Barrett, Kramer up there. So I don't know. Pretty close one. Actually been a pretty good race so far. I've been excited about it. I like these short track races, you know?
Yeah, I like them all too.
Yeah. Sound like you fell asleep. What's wrong with you?
I was just trying to get back and see what race control had to say about that.
Eat a bologna sandwich?
I was just trying to see if race control had anything to say on that wreck there.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they deem that on a lot of the stuff here. I don't know if they just go back and kind of review by committee. Some races they'll have race control person out there checking on stuff.
Yeah, there wasn't any word, but Axum, his pit stop was pretty short. Maybe he saved his fast repair, and he's only back on 8th. I mean, not very many laps to get done. That's less than a car a lap here at the end.
Might be able to do it then.
Yeah, I think he's getting an EOL here, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe not.
I don't know.
I can't tell. Now,
Corey will keep you guessing up here, folks.
I don't know.
He'll be like, look, maybe he is, maybe he ain't. We don't know. Possibility.
Oh, boy. Well, I mean, pace car lights are off. We're going to have ourselves a little 10-lap shootout. Pittman out front and James Barrett Jr. up the second. See if he can't fight for the win here.
Be a good one here at Bristol. Under the lights here tonight. 5 Kings Motorsports. Crooked Line Racing. And if you want a driver's view, check out the 5 Kings Motorsports over on Twitch. Now, I will say viewer discretion advised. They might have a few more choice words there. Because it is a driver's view.
Green, green, green.
Here we go, green flag. And that's exactly what Pittman wants to see. A little bit of battling back there between Kramer and Barrett.
Now, if Kramer can get by Barrett, make short work of him. Hey, he ain't gonna
that car
make
got
short
tight.
work.
Yeah, that thing got tight.
Well, that's what Barrett needed to do, is get by Kramer, not battle with him. Now, Barrett can set his sights on Pittman and see if he can't get up there, but the battle ensues right behind your top 2 for the 3rd spot.
Yeah, nice. Like you said, that's about 3rd, 4th, and 5th place. That's Curtis, Bowen, Kramer. Those guys back there duking it out. Pittman right now, he's enjoying the lead he's got. Kramer's right there on the back bumper again of Barrett.
You almost get... Actually, I do believe he did give the bumper to Barrett a little bit.
Trying to help him push him up there to Pittman.
Yeah, a little bit of bump draft action here.
At Bristol.
Oh, Barrett up on the apron. Gets a little loose. It's going to open the door for Kramer on the inside. This is the battle for 2nd. Here comes Danny right behind him. This is the battle for 3rd and 2nd. Pretty much just throw a blanket over your entire...
Oh, man, did you see that?
Almost. Yeah, I seen that.
Wow, that could have been disastrous right there. Hey, look out, though. Look who's coming in the picture back there. Thomas Axum.
Yeah, just not enough laps. Oh, we got a car sideways.
That's Carpenter.
We see a caution. Yeah, we see a caution.
How was that a caution? That car sitting in the track, man, earlier in the race, and there wasn't no caution. Hey, he stayed sideways and kept going. iRacing sometimes is drunk.
Don't question the iRacing guy.
Hey, look, iRacing's drunk sometimes. I think that guy, man, you know what? I think, man, he needs his eyes checked. What they call him?
They call him Barney. Yeah, Barney.
Yeah. That's what I thought. That's what's wrong with him. Name's Barney.
Well, I mean,
any kin to either Barney Fife or Barney the bear, dinosaur, whatever you call it.
Oh boy, yeah. I mean, that was kind of weird, Yella. But hey, I mean,
hey, we've seen weirder stuff on the NASCAR side of things now. You know.
Ooh, look at this. Now I thought we were gonna have a car come in.
What's up, man? How you doing? Says, let's go Pittman. Yeah, Pittman's doing good.
And now Kelly Coffee is rooting for Curtis. John Curtis. Well, he sits right there in the 5th spot on the inside for a restart.
Doing good, yeah.
He could sneak up in there. Now, if you're Pittman right now, are you scared of a little bumper?
In these cars, most of these guys, well, I don't want to say they won't do it. Most of the time, and like I said before, it's hard to bump and run in these cars. Because if you do, you're usually going to wreck the guy. And you might end up wrecking yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried bumping in the SK Modified a little bit. You gotta be square, and you can do it for like a millisecond. You gotta hit them right. I don't think it's really much bumping. I think it's more or less you barely tap them and it intimidates the guy ahead of you to make a mistake and go up high on the track.
And that, yeah, you're right. I mean, if he can get up there, maybe just slightly tap him a little bit, let him know, hey, I'm back here, knock on his door. He's going to have to do something. If he can get there, that's the first thing. You got to get there. Barrett wasn't getting there very fast last time. So he's got to get there. And you know Pittman's not giving up that inside lane.
Nah, Pittman will use the brakes if he has to stay on the bottom.
Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. Line them up.
Rack 'em and sack 'em. Green light checker number 1.
Bristol here under the lights. Tour mod style. 5 King Motorsports, Crooked Line Racing.
Got the McConey setup shop number 8 out in the lead.
Oh yeah, McConey Setup Shop, one of the prime sponsors here, along with Butt Kicker and all. So. Awesome. Here we go, lights off on the pace car.
They get to the white, they can kill each other. If they can't get to the white, we'll throw the yellow. Here we go, green flag. Pittman, just an immaculate start there.
Yeah, that's what he wanted to. That's what he wanted and needed. But to start like that, Barrett's going to try to drive that thing into the turn. Oh, I tell you what, Pittman, man, leaves that inside open again. Might run through that door.
Yeah, white flag.
Barrett's there. Got 2 more turns to get it done.
He's going to look on the bottom. It's going to be a drag race. They're going to bump.
Oh my God, he got him. Wow. And Pittman's going to come home sliding across the start-finish line in 3rd. But, man, talk about a wild turn of events here. I would not have thought, but he had the inside, and it basically was a side-by-side race to the end, and they just bumped. And Jason Barrett brings it home.
Wow.
I mean, I know Pittman's probably like, man, what? But they were side by side and whatnot.
I mean, Pittman did leave the door open there for James going into 3.
Yeah.
I mean, that was fair game. I mean, I probably wouldn't have. I mean, it's the last lap. You got to throw what you can at it. And that's exactly what James did.
Absolutely. Good race, though, to end that one there. That was an exciting finish, man, to that one. If we can't get 3rd place man here, Christian, and I'll let you get a word with him right fast.
Hey there, Christian. You got a copy on me?
Yeah, I got you.
Aw, heartbreak. Green, white, checkered from the lead to third. How was that race?
I'll be quite frankly honest with you. I'll just be honest with you. That's a chicken shit move. The guy called it on his Twitch stream or whatever that he was going to wreck me for the win. So to be honest with you, it's a chicken shit move.
Hey.
That if he does that again, I'll put him in the fence.
Okay, sorry about that, folks, but that's gonna be a no-no. I'm gonna cut that one right fast.
Yeah, a little vulgarity. We don't.
We're gonna cut that one real quick, and I'm gonna go ahead and say, Tanner, if anybody watching out there, Pittman ain't coming back up here in the booth. I don't care if he wins the rest of the season, because that I won't tolerate. I'm not gonna have anybody sit up here and disrespect, because that move, he was on the end. They were side by side. He did not hit him in the back. He did not punch him. They were side by side when they were racing. I'll go back and show the replay again if anybody wants to see it. So, no, was not a bad move, but I will not tolerate that kind of talking at all. And I'm waiting to see if Cranmer and them will come up in here, because I don't see Cranmer or Barrett.
No, I don't see either of them.
Like, Pittman can send me messages all he wants, but anyways, all right, waiting for the guys to come in, folks. We're gonna leave out of here, and if the other guys come in, we'll get them next week. But for myself and everyone, have a good night.